And I just would hang my head thinking she's not going to overcome this.
Yep.
And I have done the wrong thing by making her suffer.
Yeah. What is going on, y'all? Jason over here at Cog Hill Farm. Brooke's already over here waiting on me. But can y'all believe this? Can y'all believe this? That, well, let's just say, I can't believe that this miracle happened on this day. So as most of y'all know, we have 5 cows here on our farm, and all of them are very special in every kind of way. But there's one in particular that on this day 1 year ago came into our lives, and she has been a precious miracle ever since then. And some of y'all may not know, and some of y'all may want to reflect back on how bad she was when we got her. We actually thought that we're gonna have to put her down. Oh, Pocket getting brushed this morning. Good morning, Pocket. She needed it, didn't she?
Oh, goodness. I took her jacket off and she looks like... Oh.
She got massive bed head this morning.
She's got massive bed head. Massive bed head. This is about the only time she'll stand for a brushing is
when she's eating.
when she's eating. She doesn't particularly care for it.
Yeah.
Did you take the jackets off the other horses?
I did. Got the jackets off the other horses. It's gonna be
I would
starting
have
to.
helped you, but
Oh, it's okay. I didn't need it. They start eating and they
Very
swim right
gentle.
off. Yeah, they don't.
Very
No
gentle.
big deal. Yeah, and
You
it's
know.
gonna warm on up, so we had to get the jackets
The
off.
boss lady's found the sunshine.
Yeah, y'all look here. We got shade, sun, boss lady.
She's a smart cookie.
Well,
I'm gonna get my 25%.
25-cent raise.
Yeah, you don't say
Well-
anything negative.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all, she's probably heard. It's probably gotten around to her by now that Loretta has been laying out in the sun working on her suntan, and then Peaches is like, "Oh no, oh no, I'm not having Loretta outdo me this year come summertime or wintertime." But I think that's what's going on.
You think?
Yeah, that's done got around the barn.
She's still got a little whirl right here that just. You reckon a cow licked her?
Probably,
Literally?
literally. Let's go feed the cattle. Boss lady, you soak up the sun, and I'll let Loretta know. Well, I don't have to. I know how word travels around. I know how it travels around the barn. It won't take her long. She'll know about it.
These are gossipers around here.
Next thing you know, I'll see the UPS truck dropping off a tanning bed. Let's get the cows fed up. Let's see here. Got Miss Matilda, who I'm fixing to talk to you guys about. Gonna put her joint supplement on there, her lubricant. Get these guys taken care of this morning. Oh, we coming, guys. We are coming. This might be a first. Tater was at the hay bale, not at the feeders. All right. Let's see here. All right. Highway to heaven. Y'all come on. Y'all come on. Come on, Matilda. Come on, girl. Come on. Y'all watch this thing now. Y'all watch this thing. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on, girl. Oh, you better go eat, Mildred. Come on, Matilda. Y'all look how good she's walking. Isn't that amazing? Here you go, baby. There you go. Right there. Isn't that amazing? Unreal. 1 year ago, this beautiful cow right here came into our lives. And if you guys don't remember what she was like when she got here, or if you're new to our channel and never saw the episodes of Matilda when she got here, well, let's just say she didn't look like this at all.
Come on. Let's see. Come on. I'm not in it over here, am I?
No.
Come on. You're good. Come on. Come on. Come on. I might have to get a bucket. You're good. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Come on. Good girl. You think put her in the very back where that place is smaller?
Yeah.
Come
I think
on.
so.
Good girl. Come on. Come on. Oh, shit. I don't want to walk that far. Come on. Come on. That's a good girl. Now we moving. Yeah. Now we moving. Come on. Yeah. A little bit of a ride. Yeah. You're going to be home in a little bit, sweetie. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. All right.
So we are pretty certain that her mom stepped on her leg and actually broke her joint in her knee. And the original owner didn't do anything about it. So what happened is that it just kind of healed itself or fused together improperly, I must say. Very improperly. Now, if the original owner would have taken her to the vet or called the vet, they probably could have said it and she would never been like this. But I don't know what the whole situation is. I don't know what the story is. I have no idea. But her leg was absolutely broken and healed improperly. Then she was sold to another person. And then that person sold her to another person. And then that person sold her to us. So in just a matter of a few short months, we were the fourth owner of Matilda. And we're pretty sure we know what the original, not the original owner, I take that back. We know what the previous owner, what happened to her and why she sold her. She actually bought her for meat. That's what she did. Now, Matilda is a Holstein, which is a dairy cow. Same breed as Moody. Now, we're not quite for certain if Moody is 100% Holstein, but Moody definitely has a lot of Holstein in him, for sure. Matilda, we were told, is 100% Holstein. So she's not technically a beef cow, but she is a dairy cow. But that's what the last owner bought her for. But the last owner couldn't do it. She felt so sorry for her, and Matilda was so sweet. Obviously, she had been bottle fed by someone at some point. My educated guess is that the original owner had to bottle feed her because her leg was broken and the mother could not take care of her. That's just my educated guess. I may be wrong on that, but that's what I think. So since she was a bottle fed baby and got had been handled at such an early age, she is very, 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 very sweet. So Brooke and Catherine headed out and went and got Miss Matilda. Brooke had a video of Matilda, sent that video to Dr. D and asked Dr. D, was there anything that we can do for this calf before we got her? And he saw the video and said, yeah, absolutely. I think that we can help her out. Speaking of mamas, y'all look, little man is still nursing. But you can tell that Tater Bug here is starting to dry up. He's not getting near as much as he was months ago. He is weaned. He does eat feed. He does eat hay. But he does every now and then get him a milkshake every now and then, I can tell you. So what ended up happening is we got Matilda over here, and then Dr. D came over and saw her in person. And I will never, ever, ever forget that look on his face. And that look was of, I don't want to say disappointment. That's not it. Maybe it was a look of worry. That's what it was. It was an absolute look of worry on his face. And I knew then that he may give us some bad news on her.
Yeah, see how much bigger this knee is?
Yeah. She doesn't act like she's in any pain.
I tend to agree that something stepped on the knee, and it did kind of fuse together. And now the issue is the knee won't bend properly to allow that leg to extend. Nothing's going to fix the knee.
He told us point blank, y'all, she is a lot worse than I imagined. Her leg is pretty messed up. He said I really couldn't tell all that in the video you guys sent me, but she's in bad shape. He started scratching his head. He really didn't know exactly what we or he should do at this point. And he had an idea, because at the time, y'all, her leg, she would just kind of flip that hoof up, because that would be her hoof. And when she would stop and stand, she would turn that hoof under like that, because it was so much tension in that ankle area. That tendon was so tight that she really had a hard time stretching it out and standing on it normally. So one idea he had was he wanted to cut that tendon to relieve that tension. And of course he'd have to bandage it all up and it'd have to heal up. But he wanted to think about that a lot, because that could actually go wrong if it didn't heal up properly. She could be way worse than she was originally. Hey, baby. Hey, sweet thing. She is a sweetheart, y'all. I mean, a sweetheart. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Such a sweetie. Yeah. Oh, my goodness, you sweet thing. So we wanted to get an x-ray, and we decided to, hey, let's take her to Auburn, the vet school here, one of the top-notch ag vet schools in the country. And we always feel like, you know what, we're so lucky to have Auburn within a couple of hours of us, and we have utilized them several times throughout our journey owning livestock. Peaches has been there. We've taken some birds there over the years. We've taken cows there. So yeah, Auburn has been a great, well, I just say we're lucky. We're absolutely lucky. So we decided, hey, let's take Matilda over there. Let's see what they think. Not second guessing Dr. D, but they have a lot more equipment and that kind of thing. And we're just curious what they would say. And we told Dr. D ahead of time. He said, sure, no problem. Loaded Miss Matilda up, took her to Auburn, or I say Brooke did, I stayed here. Right off the bat, vet school looked at her, and the doctor that was looking at her did not have good news. He pretty much thought that there was not much that we could do for her. Again, like Dr. D had a look of worry on her face, according to Brooke. I wasn't there, but I was getting text messages from Brooke. And that day, I remember thinking, we're gonna have to put her down. We're gonna have to put her down. Between Dr. D's look of worry and the information that the professor or the doctor's telling us over there at Auburn, this isn't going to work out the way we thought it was. And I remember telling myself, you know what, Jason? If that's the case, then we're going to give her the best life we can for a short period of time. That's what we initially thought, and that's what we were going to do. If she was going to have to be put down, then we were just going to give her the best life we could. I don't know how long it was. It just seemed like forever Brooke was there. And I got a text back, maybe an hour or so later. They did x-rays, and they did several x-rays. They ended up draining the fluid off her knee, and they gave her a steroid shot. And they had a big group meeting with all the other doctors and professors. That's above my pay grade, so I may be saying that wrong. Forgive me if I am. But all of the doctors and professors got together and had a little meeting. And they ended up coming back and telling Brooke that, hey, let's see how this works. There may be some hope here. I've talked to my other colleagues. We're thinking that, number one, her leg is bad. It was not healed properly. It's a big ball of mass. It's just calcium and bone growth all over top of each other like this. So, number one, she's never going to be perfect, okay? She's not. She's just, her leg's not normal. But we're going to try the steroid. We're going to drain it. And it's up to y'all. But we would like for y'all, if you can do it, You know, some people won't. But if you like to, start doing some physical therapy with her. Right, baby? Right. You didn't like those days, did you? No, you did not. I remember you did not like it. I became the physical therapist. I did. I'd come out here. Oh gosh, how many times a day do we do it? 3? At least 3. They had certain exercises that I had to do. I say exercises, certain things that I had to do. One was I had to push on her on the opposite side and make her put weight on that leg, okay? Because that was number 1. She had to get used to using that leg. And so I would do that 20 times, and like I said, several times a day. Here we go. There we go. Pushing on her like that, according to them, is making her use that leg. So she has all her weight on that right front leg like this. So when I push on her, it goes to that left leg and she has to use it. She has to use it. So it's strengthening up that leg is what we want her to do. Good job. It's not going to be fun, baby. It's not going to be fun at all. No, it's not. Then the other one was that I had to work the leg. I had to bend it up, stretch it back out. Bend it up, stretch it back out. You remember all that? Yeah, you remember all that? You didn't like it, did you? No, you didn't like it. Who likes physical therapy? Anybody? Huh? Does anybody like physical therapy? That's okay. That's okay. Here we go. Go work that leg. We're gonna work that leg. We're gonna work that leg. We're gonna work that leg and them joints. Yeah. We gotta get it going. There you go. We're gonna work on it. Yeah. We're gonna work on it. Here you go. Pick this one up. Good girl. Good girl. Let's pick this one up. There you go. I'm gonna pick it up. Put it back under you. There you go. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. There you go. Good girl. Pick it back up. Pick it. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Good job. Good job. Good job. So no. Pick it. There you go. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. There you go. Want to keep that foot out. Yeah. Want to keep that foot out. Oh, there you go. Then there was one where I had to take a strap or a lead rope and wrap it around her leg and pull her leg up. And I had to do that 20 times. So I'm not quite for sure how many hours I spent doing physical therapy with this calf, but I could see little bits of improvement here and there. I really could. That's what we want right there. Perfect. There you go. Good job. Good job, Matilda. Good job, girl. Good job. We were starting to build strength and some mobility in that leg. She was getting to where she was using that leg way more than she was previously. I remember when Dr. D came back over. Now, he has suggested this through Catherine at G&G Farm that we needed to get a joint supplement that was mainly used for horses. It was one of the big markets for this joint supplement called Lubricin. But he wanted us to get that for Matilda. And Brooke did. She ordered some. And we started giving it to her. And we started noticing improvements pretty quickly in her leg. Then Dr. D came by here to do a checkup on her and to see how well she was doing. And honestly, he couldn't believe it. And y'all have seen her. But y'all, she runs around, skips, because she's still a baby, and acts like a calf playing. She likes to play with little man, especially when little man was really, really, really little. You gonna kiss her, Tater? No? It is an absolute miracle, the turnaround for this calf. And when Dr. D saw it, he's like, oh my gosh. And I would never forget this though. I'll never forget this. When he wanted to know what Auburn told us to do, and we said, well, physical therapy, and he shook his head. He said, only Cog Hill Farm would do physical therapy with a cow. But it helped and worked, didn't it, girl? Between the physical therapy and the lubricant, she has made a complete 180 turnaround. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. So it went from total worrying that we were going to have to put her down at some point to look at her now. I mean, this is unbelievable. Now, I will say this, you know, according to Dr. D, throughout her entire life, as she's growing, there's still a chance that that leg can't handle her weight. There is a chance. We will never know until she gets bigger. Now, I don't think she's going to get as big as Big Daddy down there. But all signs point to that she is going to have a complete normal life. And I really do think she is extremely thankful. She is the sweetest cow here on the farm. And Moody's pretty sweet, but she actually tops the cake, I can tell you. Love her to death. So from the bottoms of our hearts and Matilda's, thank y'all so much throughout this journey and all of your thoughts and prayers, because it all matters and all makes a difference. And if Matilda could tell y'all thank you and that she loves y'all, she would, wouldn't you, baby?
What exactly do y'all think you're gonna do with my hat? Pulled it off my head while I was cleaning the water trough. I'm sure it's soaking wet. Not only that, you're gonna look at this. Yep. No, sir. No, sir. That's my hat. I promise y'all, I had this on my head. I'm cleaning out the water trough. I thought I was in good shape. I was on the back side of it, leaned over, scrubbing with a scrub brush until my hat disappeared. That's right. You two play with that ice. Do not play with my hat. That's off limits. And I guess now you're going to get my glove. Put this back in my hand. Look now, I just need some safety. Gotta keep everything tidy around here, boys. Nope, because it's almost finished. And we gotta rinse it out. Here, play with that. I don't blame you two. I'd stand back too. Let them get their thrill of having the first drink of water and y'all come back at a later time. Yep, that's exactly what I would do. Walk away. Let them play.
Real quick, I want to explain a few things on the Coupe de Ville right here. Now, there were some of y'all that pointed out some stuff that I didn't talk about in the previous video. And number one was that I did mention string. I used the word string. And I really didn't put a string on the latch here. That is a metal wire. It's not string, so we don't have to worry about it breaking. That's one thing. I use the word string kind of like I say, you know, you want a Coke. And here in the South, Coke means Dr. Pepper, Sprite, Pepsi, RC. I'm a big RC fan myself, but I still will call RC a Coke. You know, Mountain Dew's Coke. You know, that's just what came out my mouth was the word string. But it is not a string. This is actually a piece of wire right here. So we won't have to worry about getting locked inside the coop anymore. Thankfully. Y'all, Loretta, I don't know what's going on over here, but Loretta and Honey are having a little conversation over here this morning. Number two, the chicken door. Jason, that automatic chicken door, something just don't seem right about that door. Don't look, is it too little? Actually, it is turned. It's not the way that it was meant to go. And that is because of this. See, we gave Roberto a picture of a coop that we liked, and their chicken door was on the side over here. Now, I can't remember what brand chicken door they had or what type of chicken door they had. This one's made by Omelette. We love this product, but it will not go the other way. It will not fit. There's not enough room for you to turn this thing this way and it fit that way. It just won't. So this is the only way that the door could go on there. And we are 99.9% certain the chickens are still going to use it. I really do. I really don't think it's going to be an issue whatsoever for the chickens. Now we're going to build a little ramp for them that they can go in and out of that door. But we also can put a chain on this door here. And we can just keep this door open and put a just put a chain on it where it would stay open. We do have options to put doors in here other places, but we didn't want to put it on the walls originally because we didn't want the chickens having to go underneath the nesting boxes to go outside, nor did we want them to go under their roost, which would be on this wall. So we didn't want them going under the roost to go outside. That was our original thinking when we put this door where we put it. Now, you know, once we get the nesting boxes in, once we get the roost put in, if we want to add another door, we can just add another door and leave this one where it is, and they can use this one if they want to, or they can use the other ones if they want to, or we can get another door, go here. Oh, we got plenty of options there. But that's why the door looks like it does. One more thing was this here step. Some of y'all thought this step may be unsafe. This step is definitely not unsafe at all. This step is pure steel. It is tough. It is got slats in it, so we don't have to worry about anything getting stuck on it. It's not a solid step like those are where it kind of gets built up with some stuff. This step, y'all don't have to worry about that. And it's only probably 1.5 feet off the ground. It's not a very high step. And where the step's positioned, there's really no way we could put a rail in here. Some of y'all thought we may have to put a handrail. I don't think so on this step. I really don't. I mean, it's really, really, really basic. It is just, you know, 1, 2, and you're pretty much fine. It's not very high off the ground. It's nothing like we've been dealing with for 4 years whatsoever. What in the world were you and Honey talking about earlier? Huh? Huh? What was y'all talking about? Huh? The weather? Matilda's anniversary? I just want to know what y'all was talking about. Looks like you was trying to sell her something the way she was moving. Was you trying to sell her something? Oh, goodness. This is where Holly usually gets the gate for me.
But today, I'm going to get it because I feel good.
Oh, good. Oh, goodness. Look at that smile.
How was that?
That was perfect.
Ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to do dismount.
All right.
Inmount.
Oh, goodness. You all right?
I'm all right.
Oh, goodness.
Feel good, Jason.
Good. So much so you're going to help me with the...
I'm going to help you. Sorry I didn't get to help you when you put it down, but I went good then.
It's all right. All right, Brooke, I must say, I am a little worried.
I was fixing to say, what do you think we're going to find?
We've had back-to-back 16-degree weathers, and so I'm hoping the frost cloth worked once again, but I don't know.
So are we taking the edges off first?
Take the edges off first.
All the way around?
Yeah. And you can just roll them.
Oh, these are peeking out and they look okay.
Good. I'm not, well, that's the collard greens. I'm not worried about them.
You're worried about the calendula?
I'm worried about the calendula.
Are you pulling staples at the same time?
No, I kind of leave them in there. They usually stay with the shade cloth.
Oh, okay.
But,
Ooh,
shade
that'd
cloth,
be
frost
awesome.
cloth, I should say. But if they do come out, then we'll just gather them. This probably will not be the last time we do this.
You don't think?
No. All right, I got it overlapping because it was a north wind. So start on this side and we'll work our way down. And
Well, you tell me what to do.
just pull it up just like that right there and just start rolling it up
Okay.
like this. I don't see any damage so far if we don't step on them. Gosh, this frost call, I don't know how it works. Cause there's nothing to it, you know?
Well,
you know what it reminds me of?
What?
You know these chairs nowadays, not the old ones, but like chairs and stools you get at the bottom of them. Like if you were to flip it upside down and they got that little cover over the cushion part. You never noticed that?
No.
Well, that's what it's like.
I don't know what you talking
I'll
about.
show you in our house what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, like the little, yeah.
It covers up
Yeah, like a real chair. I'm thinking about like a outside chair.
No, I'm talking like a stool or a...
I tell you what, though, it's damp.
Yeah, it's damp. I think it's all right, bro. This is awesome. This is awesome. You remember the other day telling you we ain't have one that was blooming?
Uh-uh.
We got one.
That
You
was,
asked me the other day, she
that
said,
was when I didn't feel good, honestly, because I don't retain.
you asked me, you said, is the calendula blooming yet? And I said, not yet.
Wow. We
but
got
it's
a bloom?
Yes, over there. This is the later crop. That's the earlier crop over yonder. I don't see any damage. And 16 degrees is cold.
Yeah.
The wind chill was, I think, got down to 12, so.
Hey, grab you in, baby.
Oh, just don't step on the calendula.
She says she is not. I see a bud on that one.
Do you? Yeah, those will start blooming soon. And Laura said she had some left over from last year that we had freeze dried.
Yeah, that she had already infused.
Yeah. And so we are gonna make sure we don't run out of calendula soap or salve this year. That's our plan.
Yeah, plan.
Yeah, this is the first crop. There's the bloom right there.
Oh, look at it.
Yeah. It should perk back up. First crop, second crop. Man, that traffic.
And I see buds.
Yeah.
I see
that's
buds.
awesome. And that's the third crop.
Look, there's
this
a
crop.
Is that a bud?
Is that bud?
Yep, see it?
Yep.
Right there.
Sure is.
It's ready to bud. I saw one down here.
Yeah, we're
It
gonna
won't
get
be
flowers
long.
soon. Yep, I agree. All right, I'll get this last one up. We'll be good. You can I just put them in the greenhouse if you want to take it and just set it in the greenhouse. If the calendula are fine, I know the collard greens are good.
Once the sunshine hits that calendula, it's going to
Yeah.
dry out and come on open. I reckon I can carry more than one.
I don't know.
You sure did a better job folding yours up than I did. Oh, yeah.
You got it? Got two?
Yep.
If you got two, then I can grab two.
Oh, now what you trying to say?
I got longer arms.
You didn't hear me say I felt good, did you?
Well, y'all, it looks awesome. You know, I thought I was gonna have some black spots where the frost or cold weather got it here and there. But once again, the magical frost cloth works. I have no idea how that stuff works. It's just a thin woven fabric. Makes 0 sense to me. 0 sense how it protects. And I don't even use it right. I don't. You're supposed to not let it touch the plants. And it always works. It always works. Just unbelievable. So if you ever worry about your plants. Now, I don't know how far, I don't know how low the temps it will work for.
Don't bring us no test though. We
But
don't want to test out to see how
we
low
don't
it'll
want to
go.
test out. I do know it has handled single digits here for a fact. So if you're worried about farming or gardening in the wintertime and worry about your plants, I mean, that frost cloth works. Now, we got ours from Hoss Tools. I'm sure you can find it anywhere. I bet Grower Solutions has it. Any garden store should have it.
I don't think we're going to have a problem with this harvest as long as things keep going the way they are.
Man, it's going to be a lot of flowers too.
It
I
sure
cannot
is.
wait.
I better go pat that freeze dryer on the back and tell it to get ready, because that's the way we preserve them.
It is going to be unreal.
Now, should I reach out to Laura and tell her we're good?
Laura's probably going to watch this video, but
Well,
yeah.
I know, but I need to tell her before the video.
You can tell her. Tell her the calendula made it. And we got some buds coming on.
Yep.
And one bloom. Well, y'all can see Matilda is on the other end, as far as you can go, of the pasture. A year ago, there's no way in the world she could have done that.
We thought she was going to go no further than the stall where we had her.
But I mean, that's just telling you she's a miracle. She is
I feel
a miracle,
like it's
baby.
been longer than a year.
Don't it seem longer than a year?
It definitely seems longer than a year.
I double checked because I thought maybe 2 years, but it hadn't been 2 years.
She has done nothing short of a 360.
It's a miracle.
I mean, you can just see the love on her face that she appreciates each and every meal that she gets, the hay that she has, and the herd that she's with.
A big shout out and thank you to Dr. D and Auburn. And to you guys as well for all your thoughts and prayers and kind words and all that positive energy.
But we left somebody out.
Who?
We're thankful to Luberson for reaching out to us
and wanting to sponsor
us.
That's right. We can't be grateful enough for them as well, because they've helped
one
out
of the
so
most
much.
important people out.
We really did. Hope y'all have the best day ever today. We love y'all. Catch you guys on the next one. Y'all be good.